Here's a Woodie I found in a boatyard in St. Augustine, Florida. Woodie meaning it's built with wood instead of metal or fiberglass. And you might know that wood shrinks. So you can see these big cracks right here. By the way, this is called the stem, the bow of the boat. See that big opening there? And you can see all of these cracks here, here, here. So that's the nature of wooden boats. This actually looks to be in good condition, but there's a lot of bad boards that were removed. And you can see inside the boat. Let me step back a little bit. And you can see this is a new piece here, and what you cannot see is it's actually angled a little bit here, and then angles down a little bit to make the curve of the hull. Walking aft and watching my feet so I don't trip over anything. Looking in here, this is the bathtub. This is the shower in the forward part of the boat. And you can see, well, there's some sanitary hoses there. So they're doing a lot of plank replacing. And this is new. There's no fasteners here or here. So I assume they're waiting for it to take form. They've got it fastened from the bow of the boat all the way back to this point. And they're going to wait for it to take form before they try to bend it. You can see here it's okay. There's a big gap, giant gap. So they've got to bend it into place and make it fit. So you've got to bend it two directions. Bend this into and bend this around. So that's a lot of work, and it takes a lot of skill to do that kind of craftsmanship. Here, I guess, is the sink, the bottom of the sink. And here is another shower. And here is a steel fuel tank. This is what we worry about in older boats, steel fuel tanks. And you can see all the rust on the steel fuel tank. So in my thoughts, if you're going to do all this major wooden hull repair, I would take those fuel tanks out and replace those at the same time. So having a wooden boat is a passion, it's an act of love, it's a lot of work. These plugs are called bungs or Dutch boys or plugs. That plug's on top of that screw. See the screw? That one's been shaved off with a wood chisel. Missing. There you go. That's a Dutch boy right there. I'll put it back. See where I pull it out? I'll put it back in there. And the whole boat's got to be put back together. Then you have to caulk all of these. In the old days, before the EPA, we used white lead. It was a putty material. And then we would let the boat sit in the water. This boat's going to have to sit in the water for a couple of weeks. And it's going to leak like crazy until all of that wood expands, swells, and closes up. This is caulking. So this is another way that you can actually fill in these larger cracks, and as the wood expands, it will pinch the caulking. It's not really cotton, but it's kind of like cotton. And a lot of work. So if you're going to buy a boat, buy a fiberglass boat. If you've got questions, ask Captain Chris.